And this is a really great strategy. It's basically how you can get reviews, a bigger audience, and more sales by partnering with book review blogs. And what I really like about this strategy is it pretty much can be used by everybody. Now, there are some blogs, I think, in different niches that are a little more popular than others. So, for example, there's quite a few book review blogs that cover fiction, but there's also book reviews blogs that cover nonfiction and low content type books as well. So this is a strategy that can be used pretty much for every type of author. And you can also use a strategy when you're getting ready to publish a book as part of your launch strategy, or even if your book has been out for a while. So it can work pretty much in any sort of time frame with your book as well. So why is this such a powerful marketing strategy? A number of reasons. First of all, you're reaching really targeted people who are already in your niche and already reading your book, and you're connecting with these people who like reading books and they're looking for new books to read. So that's super powerful because you're not out there just trying to randomly grab people. You're actually connecting with really targeted people. The other thing is you're leveraging the audiences of others, and this is something I think authors are sort of still learning how to do, is basically leveraging audiences of others, because these bloggers have been building up their readers and their base, and they're looking to get traffic, and they have people that are already visiting their site. So instead of having to go out and get those people one-on-one, what you can do is you can just connect with the blogger and then put yourself in front of a whole new audience. And the other thing I like about this is there's no advertising costs. If you do want to work with somebody to help you arrange some of the blog tours, there might be a cost for that. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the training. But for actually getting in front of an audience, there's no advertising costs. You might have to give away some copies of your book and, spend a little bit of time if you're doing maybe an interview or something like that, but you don't have to shell out for Facebook ads or Amazon ads or anything along those lines. The other thing is it's a really win-win situation. So one of the things, sometimes I think too with authors is you feel like, oh, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to be out there like spamming people about my book. Well, I'm going to show you how you can connect with bloggers the right way, and what you're doing is you're actually helping them. And I think that's really good to keep in mind as a mindset, is that you're not like bothering them and spamming them about your book. What you're doing is you're helping them find quality material and quality reading material that they can refer to their audience, because that's what they have to do. They have to pump out new content regularly, they have to pump out book reviews regularly, and you are helping them out by giving them the ability to review your book or to interview you or to have a giveaway or a contest. So it's a win-win situation, and I think that's really a good mindset to keep in mind. And it's ongoing passive traffic. So you do this once and it stays online. If their blog is up and somebody goes to their blog a year later and they have a blog post with your book in it, then that's going to be available a year later. So it's going to stay on there and it's going to be ongoing passive traffic. Seeing some great questions here in the box. I am actually going to be getting to these pretty much throughout the presentation, the ones that I see. And then at the end, if I haven't answered them, we'll go ahead and come back to them. So how can you do this? One of the questions we have, are there fiction genre groups and forums? Yes. So what you need to do is you need to create a spreadsheet of relevant blogs. And you can do this yourself, or you can have a VA do it for you if you want to. But you really want to stick to bloggers who are interested or who read your niche or your genre. You don't want to be, if somebody says, oh, I only really read inspirational religious books, you don't want to send them your book that has nothing to do with that. You want to make sure that you are only contacting people who are interested or may be interested if they have a pretty open submission policy in what you're already writing. It just cuts down on time wasting on their end and on your end too. So on your spreadsheet, what I really recommend you do is you include their guidelines or submission information. Most of these bloggers will have a separate page where, and I'm going to show you some specific examples here, where they talk about what they're looking for and they tell you how you can submit your book to them. Now, one of the best places that you can find blogs is bookbloggerlist.com. And again, I'm going to show you some examples from there. They have a lot of blogs on there. They keep a whole list of different blogs, and it's free, where you can go through by genre and niche, and you can contact the bloggers that are on there. The other thing you can do is you can, of course, just use good old Google, where you do something and look at book review blogs, keyword book reviews. So let's say you have a book on gluten-free eating. You could do gluten-free book reviews. If you do have something that's keyword, you could even do more of a basic search like romance books or diet books or something like that, or because a lot of times there might be people who bring up bloggers who have certain things on their blog. Perhaps they cover different diets, and maybe they do book reviews periodically, but they don't always just review books. They might be like an Amazon affiliate or something along those lines. But Book Blogger List is a really good place to start if you don't want to spend a lot of time hunting down different blogs, and then you can go ahead and grow it from there. But I just recommend keeping a spreadsheet, because you might look at a blog, and then 2 months later, if you didn't put the information in the spreadsheet, you're going to have to go to the blog and look at what they want again, and it's just a bunch of a time waster if you don't put the information right at the beginning.